Welcome back, everybody, to the Warlord of SBAS plays Torment, Ties of Numenera, episode 5. Oh boy, 5. Last time, we explored the reef a little bit. The reef we're on, and then we got in a little scuffle, and we won. So now let's talk to Elgern and see what he's wanting about. Well, that was a fiasco, I have to say. I'm surprised you let him go. The changing god I know wouldn't have done that. He crossed his arms. Anyway, I hope you learned something. You can't trust her in any reality. I know we couldn't trust Callista. This is the last time I make that mistake. Excuse me? Are you suggesting I had something to do with this Quar's plans? Oh, I cannot abide his rabid paranoia a moment longer. Are you suggesting you didn't? An old friend of yours just happens to be waiting for us, armed and outnumbering us as we return from the greatest find the reef has seen in years. It's too convenient for me. Too convenient by far. They attacked me too, in case you missed that. Actually, they really didn't. I don't think you got hit once. Anyway. Well, they didn't kill you. Maybe you intended for them to weaken us so you could stab us in their sleep tonight. He throws up his hand for stalling Callista's retort. Look, I don't care. Fact is, I can't trust you anymore, and I wonder why I ever did. It's the last we travel together. I've got enough to worry about without having to watch my back 28 hours a day. Oh, there's 28 hours in this day. Neat. He returns to you. You coming, kid, or what? Fuck you. Aragorn, I really don't think she was trying to betray us. He snorts a bitter laughter. I do. You haven't seen any 1/10 of her deaths. Not 1/20th. She's a backstabbing bitch. Mark my words. You're so insufferable. To the end. Aragorn, looking for the worst in the situation is the only way you know to see. Do you know how long I've carried your pain for you? How much I've had to turn away from your judgment stares? But you're right. I've had enough. She turns to you. Child, I am happy to guide you, but I will not walk another step with this paranoid buffoon. Finally, something we agree on, he growls. Kid, she'll chop off your head and spit down your throat. I'll get you where you need to go and let you sleep at night to boot. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm going with Callista. She may be potentially evil, but at least she's not annoying. Right. Well, if you want me, and she doesn't sell you for parts, you can't find me in the underbelly. I'm not with her, mind you. She'll sell you for parts first chance she forget it. It's his choice, not my problem. I'll let you know what you miss, Aragorn. I'm sure you won't be missed, that is. So links are passively into yours. Let's go, child. Yeah, let's go have some fun. Fuck that guy. Now that you dealt with the quarry, his goons, you can continue on to the city of Scissors Cliffs and reach the city across the bridge, north end of the platform. Before we go, you may wish to take a moment to recover your eyes. Sure, I'll...
We shall see.
Search the bodies? Why wouldn't I? Come on, fat loot. Money. Armband and bracelet. Neat. Healing. And a great sword. Cool. Don't really need a great sword right now, but...
Let's go.
A buzzer. Looks kind of like a gun. I think it's a gun. Snare. Alright. So... Huh. Actually, the knife does a little bit more damage, but I'm also a magic user. Huh. It's more of a thief weapon. Whereas the gun would be nice for a ranged person, for magic user. So I'll give him the gun. What does she have? Oh, she has the gun too. Alright. We both have guns. Sweet.
We shall see.
So let's go to the main square.
Yes.
Do. Alright, armor, physicals. Alright, just talking about armor and stuff. Nothing interesting. Well, I guess it's interesting if you care about that. You might. Good for you if you might. If you do. Seek the Order of Truth. We must first reach the government square the easiest way via the staircase by the old clock. Alright. Well, first we're going to explore this area because why not? Twin Crusades. Never seen like a central orbit. Alright.
Ready.
This looks vaguely interesting. What's this? Looks... I don't know. Let's talk to Tiber. Hello, Tiber. Pacing the edges of the crowd is a paunchy old soldier with a swaggering stride at the moment. However, his jauntiness seems overshadowed by worry. He alternates between watching the execution and searching. Oh, it's an execution. Okay. And searching the crowd as if looking for a miracle. When his eyes light on you. I've never seen it. Sorry. I've never seen his face before. This might be it. Just the break I need.
I say, you look like someone who believes in justice. How'd you like to help a poor soul wrongfully condemned?
Oh, so I should give him a little jaunty voice. Okay. Sounds fun. What kind of help do you need? I don't need anything, my friend. There on the platform but my friend there on the platform is dying. The nightmares his executioner have induced in him spill from him with every word he speaks, and wraps around him like a snake. That's an interesting way to kill somebody. He glances at the execution. I know there are but a few strands around him now, but in a few days' time, they'll choke the life out of him. I can't imagine a more horrible way to die. He pauses. Well, that's not true. I have an imagination that would shame a sailor. I bet you would. Naughty boy. He leans in. You'll need to be swift as a coursing river, and willing to hold justice above law. But there is a way to save him if you hear me out. Who are you? Captain Lanchin. Captain Lanchin Tiber, retired. Retired, he says with a little bow. Extremely retired. Once a soldier of fortune, now it's plaything. He takes another look at that wrist. But my story can wait. Having risked life comes first. Saving risk life comes first. Why is he being executed? A misunderstanding, he says, Wingman dismisses Fan. Bruce and I were hired to deliver some expensive brandy to an out-of-town buyer. He breathes a sigh, waited with a disgust and regret. Would you believe that the bottles were stuffed with state secrets? Bruce was accused by selling information to the enemies of Citrus Cliffs. They call him a traitor. It was a travesty, he growls, his eyes blazing with righteous fury. That poor lad had no idea what was in there. tragic. If he know he might have escaped too, then we wouldn't be in this mess. But you did, right? Well, he says, studying the air over your shoulder. There's a place for talking about what I know and what I don't. This isn't the place. He clears his throat. If you weren't part of this, if you were part of the scheme, why aren't you up there with him? Lucky says, shrugging. I was taking a piss when they came for him. Went through the back window and scampered away to the roof. He shakes his head. I watched poor wrist being led away from my hiding spot. Swore I'd get him free. I hope it's a promise I can keep. Why are you helping Riss? Is friendship not reason enough? He declared. Then his shoulders sag and he begins his head. Actually, the truth to tell, there's more to it than that. I'm partly to blame for him being up there. And guilt's a strong motivator, huh? I want to talk to your friend. Are you mad, Riss said? It's an execution. He's surrounded by levies. Levies are the guards, by the way. Won't let you near him, and even if they did, he's out of his head. You'll get nothing but gibberish from him. And if he doesn't speak gibberish, no, best to assume it's gibberish. Alright, whatever. Tiber breathes a sigh of relief. Good thinking, friend. It's never wise to stir up the levies. What's your plan? A simple one, but it requires nerve. Listen. Listen. Ooh, excuse me. He lowers his voice. It would be nothing for someone of your noble demeanor to masquerade as a city official and ask the council clerk for an archived copy of Old Stay of Execution. Once you have it, I'll write you out a fresh one and add Riss's name. Now, then we'll present it to the overseer here, and poor Riss will be set free. He spreads his hands. There you have it, a foolproof risk-free plan. Alright, this sounds like an extremely risky plan. Nonsense, he says, waving a hand. It wouldn't be simpler. Just be calm, confident, and wear a winning smile. It gives you a winning smile. Okay, where do I find the council clerk? Head to the government square, of course. There's a podium outside the council tower. I can't think of a time it hasn't been there. Alright, I'll help you. Why not? Excellent. Then you will need a proper story and a badge of office. Unfortunately, I have the first. Fortunately, I have the first. And you can buy the second from Stangolian, the clothing merchant in Government Square. He holds his arms. Once you have a badge of office, you will tell the council clerk, and you are from a judicial oversight committee looking into corruption and commutation. Commutation of council sentences. The stay you're asking for is what the notorious gangster named Cal Carden, who was mysteriously set free a few years ago. When you get Cal's day of execution, I'll make a copy with Riss's name on it, and you can give it to the overseer who will free him. You see? Simple. He rubs his hands together. Now, if you'll let me join you, I'll be happy to show you around the city and help you with all this and whatever else you have going. What do you say? Sure. It will be my pleasure. Well, let's hurry. There's not a moment to lose. Rist hasn't much time.
Making a note.
Alright. So, check you out. Ah, front fighter. Good. I think we're two magic users. We need one of those.
Naturally.
Alright. So, I actually know a little. I've actually done this mission before, but don't let that out. It's scary. But you
Allow
can.
me.
Alright, the government office is up here.
Fine.
Tile search copper state option allows you to channel psychic force to influence the world around you. Though sometimes at a cost, others are only.
I'm going.
Alright. First person we need to talk is Singolian.
Remember you from before I changed. You always had such interesting schemes. Like when you tried to sell me a young slave, but she was actually just some child you had pulled from the street.
Apparently they know each other before this. Cool. Singolian, a tall, thin, and exquisitely dressed older man, stands out in shaving of an exquisitely crafted style. The color and quality of the clothes are a symphony of harmonious coordination, while the expression of benevolent condescension he gives you would be more of a home on the face of a king. Good afternoon, he says, bowing slightly. I am Singolian, and this is my store, Singolian's Fittings. Welcome. How may I be of service? What do you sell here? I sell the finest city wear for discerning men and women, as well as quality armor for those traveling to less civilized locales. He clears his throat and directs your attention to a well-dressed mannequin wearing the badge of the city official. Also, it is our honor to have been chosen to provide the city of Scissors Cliffs, which the official badges are worn by all previously credentialized city employees. You must trust in us. You're a fancy boy, aren't you? Yeah, let's see if I can buy it first before I try to steal it. Now, buy official city badges. City badges are not for sale to anyone. They are given duly elected or appointed public servants of Scissors Cliffs. It is illegal for me to give them to anyone who does not work for the city. I would be breaking the law. He considers, of course, most public servants do offer me some remuneration for the materials, but no, I would not take the risk, nor betray my trust. Too risky. About 80 shillings worth of risk, I'd wager. Oh, but you won't be breaking the law, my friend. Here has just been made undersecretary to the overseer Yen. A magistrate should be coming shortly with a letter of commission, but you know how Yen is. Always a bit sloppy with his paperwork. That is right, Tiber. You'll hear soon enough. Singolian Yen's delay. Singolian Yen's delay won't be a problem, will it? Who's best at lying? Oh, you're good at lying. Let's do you. Success. Of course not, sir. I know too well the slowness of the city's bureaucracy. I'll wrap up a badge for you right now. He smiles.
Making a note.
Is that all for today? Can I entrust you in your fine collection of armor, perhaps? Cannot interest. Hmm. Sure. Show me what you have to sell. I'm a magic user, so heavy armor is not really useful. Alright, so I have 3 resistance right now. None of these are looking really good, or major upgrades anyway. Well, this is actually good, better. Don't really want to waste that much money though, because there's a lot of things you have to do that cost money. Can I just sell the sword? Cool. Sell these 2 things. I don't really need them. I'll keep the knife for now. Does this even do anything? This is finally made an armband, perhaps placed for something larger than most humans. It is made of ordinary gold metal and crusted with worthless gems. If you focus your gaze on it for a few seconds, it disappears from sight and you can no longer be felt against your skin. It reappears at last location once no one is looking there. So like, oh, do you want to sell it? I just lose a whole bunch of money doing that. Probably, not in this game.
Calistige, level with me. What did your sisters get up to when you and Alagern were alone?
What do you want to hear? That they got involved?
Yes, precisely.
Tiber, it is none of your business.
In other words, yes. I'm still going to call it Callista. Callistige. All these fantasy names don't really mean anything. So can I wear it, or does it just do nothing? No, it just does nothing. It's just worthless. Oh, I was hoping maybe it was help me go invisible or something, but I'll just sell it. I don't really care. I'm sure someone who knows the game will probably tell me it's like super important, and I screw myself over. But yeah, whatever. It's the type of the game I'm playing. Let's talk to the council clerk. Behind the lectern, a 4-eyed, hairless mutant processes a paper with ballistic grace. He endlessly snapping the elegant fingers of his left hand each time the air twists and shimmers, each disgorging a document to be processed or accepting one that he completed with his ink-stained right hand. Each of his eyes regards as distinct object, portals that are openings, preambles of that recitals, and most that must be reviewed in his own addenda that must be flawless. One eye twitches in your direction. Exaggerated scorn twists his mouth, and though his eyes remains fixed on your face, he gives you no verbal acknowledgement. His the closest he comes to is a faint sigh. At last, after searching a half dozen more documents to some distant cubby, he condescends to speak. You must wait, of course, until council matters conclude. His guarded gaze leaves you. His face returns to his former equanimity. There's so many words in this game that I've never seen. And he continues his work, which shows no evidence of slacking, let alone concluding. Yeah, let's just wait until he's done. No. I'd just like to talk to you for a short moment. Clerk continues filling and filing and filling papers for a rather long moment. Just when it seems he will not respond at all, he answers, "I have no time for idle chit-chat. Least of all while there is Precious Council business to attend to." I assure you the matters are important enough to be worth a moment of your time. You're so. What about you? Straight. Yeah, fail. Failure. The cook turns an eye in your direction, though he doesn't slow down this shuffling of paperwork. "If I saw you tinkering with some deadly Numenera sweat dripping from your furrowed brow, I would not tug on your sleeve, suggesting which wire to cut. So perhaps you might extend me the same measure of courtesy within my avocation as I would give you within yours." Seeing you've not vanished, he adds, "Please spare me for the explanation of which matters you deem worthy of what attention." Edward shakes his head sadly. Someone can hear nothing but the jingle of shins. Let's wait, I guess. Without disrupting the grace of his filings, the clerk shrugs on his shoulders. "I am pleased that you recognize your place in this hierarchy of needs." He'll be waiting quite a long time. I don't want to be a dick to him, but I could. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, let's be a dick to him. You mean dick to us? I'll do dick to him. Your command now have an edge of one of your stat pools, granting you as just got on using points from stat pools. She's level edge. Alright. That'll get better. Oh. You failed us last time, so I'm gonna make you use all of them. I believe in you. Yes. Success. For all the clerk's sharp, odd focus and uncanny speed, you managed to slip past his guard and knock on astray. Before he can react, he twirls to the wrong forward press with the slave's manumission is now consigned to a vault of subversive text. Perhaps a madam's complaint about a client slipped deeply into Aurora's areas has found its way into a public record. Horrified, he immediately hit halt. "I see there is no abiding your mischief," he hisses. "So what do you want?" "I'd like to talk about paperwork." A faint sigh is the only acknowledgement you receive. Trying to obtain a letter of pardon for a man named Rich who's been wrong. No. In order to put a stop to a wrongful punishment, I need this day of execution issued for Cal Guardian. I believe. Oh, that's going to use up all of it. Alright, this time I'm just going to give you 100%. I need to sleep soon. Well, let's go. So I can get, or take some stat up healers. Success. The clerk hesitates for a moment and then shrugs. It happens that the letter was consigned due to destruction by year's end. Anyway, given the confirmation of Guardian's demise. With a snap of his finger, a letter appears and he looks it over. Yes, here we are. Quite the criminal he was, and no slouch in treason. By whom am I to question the clemency of our peerless counsel? He hands it to you with a slight sniff. Let me check it for errors, sir. Snaps with an angry look at the clerk. Of course I shouldn't have to, but we wouldn't be here today if a mistake hadn't been made by someone in a position of authority. You delightful manic. Trevor chuckles low in his chest. I think we're gonna get along well, you and I. I think so. You feel him writing something on the document, presumably Riss's name, before slipping it into your pouch and giving a polite little cough to catch the council's clerk's attention. Everything appears to be in order, he says, mouth set in a stern line. I meant no offense, of course.
I'll remember that.
Yay, he'll remember that. The clerk turns a single angry eye to Terry's way. Of course, I understand, he says, his voice shaking. My eyes move to you. Do you have any other matters to discuss? I'm quite busy today. No, we're good. Bye. Now that we pissed you off. The clerk gives no acknowledgement that he heard. He merely continues with his work. Alright. So, time's up. So, I'll see you next time when we hopefully save that person that's going to be killed. Until next time, remember to embrace the chaos or you'll go mad. Bye.